So I've been on the personal development train for about 5 years now, since 2017. Maybe it was a bit longer, yeah, 5 or 6 years. And that was when I was at a real low point, and I started playing around with things like mindfulness, meditation. I started reading books by Stephen Covey and that kind of thing. And it really worked for me, and I was starting to become more productive. I produced my podcast, I wrote my books, and that kind of thing. I started my YouTube channel. But if you noticed, I haven't published anything for a while. I haven't done my podcast in quite a while. I haven't updated my YouTube channel in ages. And that's because life gets in the way. Life really gets in the way, and you lose momentum. And all of these productivity gurus, these personal development, self-help gurus, they always talk about consistency. There's my dog, by the way. We're about to go for a walk in the woods, but there he is. He's wondering why we're not going anywhere. But yeah, they always talk about consistency. If you want to build your fortune, it's all about consistency and compounding actions. And, if you want to get fit and build the body you want and have the fitness you want, it's all about consistency. And I realized that consistency is such a luxury that many of us don't get to enjoy. Many of us, we're busy raising our kids. We've got children to look after. We're running full-time jobs, running a household. And I personally have found that the harder I've tried to push and be consistent and to push that consistency, the harder life has pushed back in a way. Recently, I had to undergo surgery for quite a bad dental abscess, which took me out of action from my fitness goals for a month. And now I've just starting to heal from that, and I've got COVID again, and for the second time. And it's like one thing after another, getting pushed back. So I am going to shift direction a little bit, and going to work on personal development, but for real human beings. So that's my kind of thing, and not some ideal version of what personal development looks like, but self-help and personal development for real human beings with real lives and real issues that they're having to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Families, illnesses, crises that they have to deal with, not these young 20-somethings who have no responsibilities and can commit their lives to, running, getting their marathon running goals, in the bag. What about the rest of us who actually have multiple responsibilities to deal with? How do we manage our goals and achieve them if we also have to live ordinary lives? Anyway, that's a kind of bit of a reset. So I'm going to start from here. This is where I'm going, and hopefully you'll see this on YouTube, maybe on TikTok. I'm gonna start with a fresh slate, and we're going to get stuck into personal development. And now I better go and walk the dog. He's getting a bit desperate. Ralph, let's go.